Hello, you are welcome to this small video presentation by myself, Assistant Professor M.V. Raut, ENTC Engineering Department from Loknete Gopinathji Munde, Institute of Engineering Education and Research. The topic for discussion is clustering techniques in WSN from subject wireless sensors network. Let's start the discussion. Introduction to the clustering techniques in WSN. Clustering means grouping or setting of similar objects. In wireless sensors network, similar objects are nothing but sensor node. As shown in figure, sensors nodes are shown with the help of blue dots. Figure shows very huge and dense network. In this, as shown in figure, groups or set of similar sensors nodes are shown with the help of circles called as clusters, and one node from each cluster or few nodes from clusters will act as a cluster head. Figure A shows dense wireless sensors network and figure B shows its schematic diagram. Therefore, clustering in WSN can be defined as grouping of similar sensor nodes consisting a particular node called as cluster head CH and sensors node called as cluster member. Here cluster member is also known as primary node, whereas cluster head will considered as secondary node. This secondary node cluster head is used to control these primary nodes and reporting to the central sink for the network purpose. Sink is also called as base station. Sink will collect the data from sensor's head and transmit it to the internet for further networking applications. Clustering techniques. Nearest clustering sink, nearest sink clustering, geographic clustering, random clustering. Nearest sink clustering. In case of huge network as shown in figure, a number of sinks are considered in that network. Each cluster head can select one of the nearest sink, or it can select the sink on the basis of traffic as well as energy available through the network. In this diagram, dark dot are cluster member, blue dot are cluster head, and intercluster communication is shown with the help of direct bar, and dotted line shows intra-cluster communication. Clustering techniques in wireless sensors network. Nearest sink clustering. It is implemented when huge and dense network is to manage by means of multiple sink arrangement. Each sink advertises itself in terms of broadcast by which every node can select nearest sink. Nearest sink selection may be in terms of hopes and delays, etc. Nearest sink selection is on the basis of minimum path requirement and minimum latency as well as energy available through the network. Geographic clustering. In this case, according to the geographical condition of the area, it is being clustered into the number of cluster According to the geographic condition, network is clustered and one sink manages accordingly. All cluster member nodes belongs to that single sink only. It leads to balanced cluster size as each cluster is according to the geographic condition and each cluster is having particular devoted single sink, so balanced cluster sizing is possible through the network. Random clustering. In this case, any cluster member can be role as a cluster head accordingly and according to the requirement. Few percent of the nodes become cluster head randomly in network according to the scenario, like updated time to time, nothing but the according to the schedule. Any random node can become cluster head and any cluster member can become cluster head according to the energy available. If energy is not available sufficient, then role of cluster head is shifted to the another cluster member. Important features and advantages. Advantages of clustering techniques in wireless sensors network are as follows. Geographic clustering balances very well size of cluster, as because of each cluster having devoted sink and according to the geographical condition area is clustered and sink is also fixed. That's why size of cluster is also very balanced and managed. Nearest sink offers huge and dense network management. So in case of dense network management purpose, number of sinks are to be considered and one of the sink which is nearest to the cluster is supposed to select by means of some criteria and algorithmic approach. Random clustering leads to leach, as because of cluster member can randomly chosen to play a role like cluster head, it leads to leach. Here leach is nothing but low energy adaptive clustering hierarchy. Clustering increases scalability and life of the network. Scalability means according to the requirement, network can expand in terms of sensors nodes in number of hundreds, thousands and more. And life for the network is also increases by means of leach approach. It plays important role in conserving energy. So according to the available energy, if it is very less or minimum, in that case cluster member shift its role as a cluster head to the another. Random clustering is also on the basis of time to time or schedule base and it shift from one to another accordingly. Resolving conflict, as cluster head advertise themselves for the communication and cluster member join to them cluster heads and towards sync and so on through the network. Cluster head organizes CDMA code as well as TDMA schedule for all cluster members. It will focuses on that data has to travel minimum path. It will take care about the data packets from source to destination must travel the minimum path and consumes less and less energy through the network. Redundancy data redundancy by means of cluster head to cluster head connection or communication. Each cluster head can communicate with another cluster head and further towards sync. Simple cluster members can't connect to the another cluster member directly. That's why it reduces data redundancy and increases efficiency of the network. Cluster head is rotated to share the burden traffic as well as in view to manage the energy available. Cluster head is rotated his role or share the burden accordingly. In this case, wireless sensors network cluster head is also called as secondary node, whereas cluster member called as primary node. Cluster member, this primary node will aggregate the data, process the data and transfers it to the cluster head in cluster. And cluster head further communicate with the sink and upstreaming and downstreaming of the data package through the network up to the application. This is all important features and advantages of clustering techniques in wireless sensors network. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.